Steve Bisciotti, there's been lots of speculation how much weight the players, veteran players had, influence they had in firing John Harbaugh. This is how Bisciotti responded to that.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think that the players had really a large part of my decision. My partners here probably had, that's an 80-20 thing. And I don't think I'd be a very good leader if I didn't ask the heads of the top players in my organization that have been here the longest. And you can bet they're the ones that have been here the longest. So, no, Lamar did not have an outsized part of my decision. My decision, I think, by Monday was pretty much set. I think by the time I got off the phone with Lamar, I had told him that I think my position was pretty set and that but when I hang up from you, I don't want you to think the decision is ironclad.
Makes sense. I mean, look, it sounds like from some of the things I heard and read, because I didn't get to hear the whole thing, was him talking about Lamar being involved. After each interview they do, DaCosta reaches out to him. And I think it's what I like what Bisciotti said. Ultimately, it's his decision.
Yeah.
He's going to listen to everybody, but make no mistake about it, I'm the one making the calls. And I think that's how it should be. And again, like, he allows the football people to make football decisions. When it comes down to the other stuff, he's going to make those.
Yeah, in my opinion, you look at this situation, you have a head coach that's been there for almost 2 decades. He's directly involved with players. As the owner, you're not. Why would you not contact the players and get their input? Yeah. It doesn't mean that's your final decision, but if they don't have any weight at all in your decision-making, in my opinion, Ed, you skipped part of the process. You have to get the pulse of what's going on in the locker room with the coach.
I'd want to know what's going on. Yeah, that I'd want. I don't know if they get to choose the next coach, but I'd want to know what's going on, with the morale and things like that. I always looked at, and I would seek it out. I'd stop people in the street and stuff.
You talked about that. Steve Bisciotti also talked about how much say Lamar had in this process.
A lot of say, but he has no power. I have the power. They have opinions, and I want them all. I care about my players very much, but I can't give them power.
I could totally agree with that. You have to get their opinions.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's all the things that he says, and I know he hasn't spoken as often maybe as it was a few years back, where it felt like,
how did he done this since
yeah. But I always like hearing from him, because every time he talks, it's like, he's saying something even without saying something, if that makes sense. Like you can listen. We talk about Elias all the time, where he tells you things without exactly telling you. But like, I totally understand all the things that he's saying right now about this.
I love the press conference. I'll just say that. I love his delivery and how upfront he was during the press conference. I did. I thought he gave all the answers that you were supposed to get, all the answers that he should have given. And, I even think he gave you, like you said, some nuggets for you. Mm-hmm. Well, why do we think it's going to be Kevin Stefanski? Because a couple of nuggets he dropped. And Ed had a good point, too. Robert Salah is a possibility. He fits in that mold, too. But Ed, he at least gave us something to chew on. We know who it's, based on what Bisciotti said, we know who it's not going to be.
Yeah. It almost feels like if you've coached a football team or interested in coaching a football team, the Ravens are interviewing you. Like, I don't know how many pictures of people, like, I'm on Twitter and I would see a picture of someone, purple border or whatever, and it's like, Ravens. I'm like, oh, they hired. No, they just interviewed another guy. Okay. Oh, here it is. No, that's another guy they interviewed. It's like there's like 30 of them.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. And maybe because we haven't been in this situation in a long time, I don't recall ever seeing that before in the past.
We just faced
on social media.
Oh, yeah.
People putting on social media teams. Mm-hmm. These are team posts. These aren't media members' posts. These are team posts saying we just interviewed this guy. And again, maybe because my team hasn't been involved in this, I don't recall ever seeing that on social media.
Yeah.
A constant feed of it from the team.
It is interesting. I do love, though, him saying I have the power, because I got the power. Thank you, Snap. No, because it's honestly what you want to hear. Like, I'm listening to everyone, but I need everyone to understand ultimately, this is my team. I make this decision.
Lou in Edgewood. What's up, Lou?
Hey, guys. Hey, listen, I watched that whole entire thing yesterday. It was on Channel 11, and it was awesome. I'm not even a Ravens fan, but I was drinking that purple Kool-Aid that whole hour.
I hope you throw up.
But listen. Hey, listen. The one part that I had to admire about him, he was talking about DaCosta when the decision came about firing Harbaugh, and he said that he knew that DaCosta was in a tough spot. That's his best friend. He was speaking from the heart. He was saying how he had to make that decision for DaCosta because it was so stressful and hard on DaCosta to make that call to fire his best friend. So as an owner, he had to take it to the next level because he was afraid that he didn't want to. You can see it. He didn't want to damage the relationship that was created there over the 18 years. I think this is an incredible franchise. You guys are in great hands. Stop complaining. That's all I got to say. Enjoy your day.
It's always the fans of these teams that have been just totally. The fandom has been destroyed. You're like in an abusive relationship with your sports team. He's a Browns fan, right, Lou?
Yeah.
So you can understand why he says, "Stop it! Stop complaining about everything. Everything's not bad." Unless you're in Cleveland.
We had a Jets fan say the same thing the other day. It's like, they're all calling in now this week. Stop it.